Hi, Allena. Okay, we're going to look at your swing before and after from the hitting clinic. And I've definitely improved in a few areas, and there's a few areas that we need to keep working on. First, we'll look at the things that you're doing really well. The one on the left is from the first day, and then the one on the right is from the last day. So you can see here on the left how you're keeping weight on your back foot, and what that enables, it kind of works like an anchor on your hips, and your hips can't keep turning because you have weight on your back foot. So that's from the first day. What we've done is we've got you're a little bit lighter in your back foot now, and you're going to see how much more your hips can really rotate through the ball now because you were a little bit lighter on your foot. Look at the difference. We're in the exact same spot right there. You have all this weight and you're kind of falling backwards, collapsing your backside with weight on the back foot. Now I've got the back foot nice and light, and you can see how much more your hips are getting involved in the swing. That's going to lead to more power. So that's good. We need to keep working on that. And so your hips are better, your back foot's better. Oh, and your contact position. If we look at you're making contact in a really good position right off your front foot, which is right where we want to. And at the beginning, the first couple times, you were letting the ball get too deep before you'd go to hit it. You'd want to be hitting the ball out here, and you're letting the ball get too deep. So you're really improved on getting the ball and making contact out in front. That's going to lead to more power. As far as things we need to keep working on, the first thing is I'm going to show you is your straight front arm. We didn't fix that at all at the hitting clinic. Your front arm, we don't want a straight front arm. You're going to see that here in a second. We want to keep that actually bent. And another problem that is your back elbow is getting ahead of your hands. And it's a little bit better after the last week, but you don't want your back elbow to creep forward like that. We want to maintain this thing called a hitter's box. So I'm going to show you what you could do actually is put a soccer ball right against your chest, right here, and swing the bat with that soccer ball, holding it against your chest. That's a good drill for you to do. We didn't do it at the clinic, but that would be a really good drill for you to do. It would force you to keep your front arm a little bent, and it would help you to not have your arms look like this. It'll look better, which I'll show you here in a second. And so one more thing is your front leg. It's bent here. Whoops, wrong thing. It's bent here, and it's still a little bent. I know we worked on that a lot, but you're going to have to keep working on it. You want a straight front leg when you contact the ball. You don't want it to be bent. So we need to work on your hitter's box, which would be your arms, and your straight front leg. Those are the two things you really need to work on. And you're really improved on getting your hips into the ball and not having as much weight on your back foot. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a college player, or actually a former college player. Now she's a pro player. She's a great swing. Her name's Megan Wiggins, and she plays on the Chicago Bandits. So let's compare you to her, okay? I'm going to show you what I mean by the hitter's box. If you look at her right here, her front arm is still bent, and her back arm is still bent, and her elbow is not getting ahead of her hands. You can see her hands are here, and her back elbow is still here. It's not creeping forward, and the front arm is bent. We call it the hitter's box. And all she does is she just rotates that hitter's box all the way into the ball. You can see even right at contact, her front arm's still bent and her back arm is still bent. That's called the hitter's box. And I told you about the soccer ball. If we put a soccer ball against her chest, you can see she could rotate and keep that soccer ball against her chest. And if we look at you straighten your front arm too early. You can see how it's straight already right there. So as you're rotating in or turning into the ball, your front arm is straight. We don't want that straight. It should be bent right here. Your front arm should be bent like this. Your back arm should be about like this. And if you put the soccer ball against your chest, that's going to help you to do that. So you can see how a pro player looks versus how you look at impact. Big difference. And then also take a look at her front leg is straight and yours is bent. So those are the two biggest things you need to work on. Put the soccer ball against your chest, hold it against your chest with your left arm, and swing the bat, and then work on making sure your front leg is straight at impact. So overall, some good improvement at the hitting clinic, and definitely some things you need to be working on. And we'll see you around. Have a good day.